Hi there, it's Kevin with the Rogue Market here with Pirate Plunder picks for October. Now, this is a video series that I do periodically to give you updates on sealed product that I think are good bargains right now through the distributor pricing that I give if you're part of my Patreon at the Pirate Plunder or above tiers. So you can go ahead and check out the frequently asked questions over at my Patreon to see exactly how it works. The TLDR is you sign up at usually $10 or more, and you're allotted a certain amount of products you can buy at distributor cost. The only thing I ask is that you cover any sort of shipping or any sort of fees that are associated with the transaction. So again, I'll be doing these as time goes on. Usually there are some pretty juicy things. This time around it's going to be quite boring. It's going to be very similar to September. There's not a lot of bargains at the moment. I'm thinking that's going to change with Christmas season coming up and distributors closing out a lot of products that didn't sell very well. And a lot of times there is opportunities in breaking those particular products down. We've done it before with the Dictative Erebos out of the Khans of Tarkir theme decks, when you can get those for pretty cheap and actually pull a card that's worth more than the product itself. That gives you a good opportunity for like arbitrage. So I typically do focus on those sort of things, but also just give my 2 cents on what products I think are the best buys at the moment. So let's just get right into it. Starting off, my favorite is the Core 2020 bundles. This was the same last time around. Core 2020 had a phenomenal showing on week number 0 and 1 for the standard rotation. If you come over to the Goldfish list of the cards, you can see a lot of movement with the Core 2020 actually going up. It is fairly stagnant here as far as like the overall value of it, but that's really to show that the cards that were the most expensive cards out of the set have been dipping because they haven't really found homes in standard. So cards like Sorin, Omnath, Leyland of the Void, of course, is just, it's hard for a rare to stay above $10, especially when this, I believe, is the 4th printing of Leyland of the Void. And Chandra the Awakened Inferno just isn't seeing a lot of play right now currently in the standard meta, but I'd actually think that that is going to change. This is definitely a card that's powerful enough for the meta. The winners, though, out of this that have actually led for this set to go up slightly are going to be in the rare slot. The cards like the Field of the Dead and the Knight of the Ebon Legion have all had strong showings in week number 1, and we haven't have an uncommon that's worth about $6. The Veil of Summer, which has a lot of play throughout even Legacy, Modern, and Standard are playing the card. And then cards like Golos and even Cavalier of Flame have seen a pretty good increase over the last week. So Core 2020 I still think is a good buy. The reason why I pick bundles over booster boxes is if you get them broken down, it's slightly cheaper per booster pack than buying a booster box, and you do get that promo. So you get the promo lands and the promo Chandra's Regulators that do have real world value, as well as a dice. So what I mean by broken down is I will break them down for you. We actually like the boxes here at my store because they're easy for us to just give out to kids that need boxes. So you take all the bulky shipping, the bulky packaging of the Core 2020, break it all down in just the booster packs and the promos, and then I ship that off to you, and then it ends up being a lot less expensive to pay for shipping in that way. The problem with Core 2020 bundles that makes them so expensive is they end up being more to ship. Usually if it's going to East Coast, it's going to be about $10 to ship a bundle. So it's going to be actually even more expensive than shipping a booster box because the stupid things do not fit in a flat rate envelope. They are just too bulky. So if I break them down, it ends up being a lot cheaper. We're talking like $3 or $4 to ship a bundle. And of course, the packs just come right out of it and they get the promo and whatnot. So that is still the best buy with Core 2020. I think the set will age very well as the standard even starts to solidify more. We'll see even some more increases in Core 2020 because it was so dismally opened. The next one, of course, is still the Modern Horizons booster box. I'm surprised that this set still has a positive EV according to Dawnglare. If you go for the market price, you do see that the Modern Horizons is about $175 for the average EV you'll get. I believe they only use cards over $2 here on Dawnglare. Correct me if I'm wrong with that. But 175 market price is a good price. It's almost worth as much as a Ultimate Masters without the box topper. That can give you a example of how good Modern Horizons is doing. Ultimate Masters continues to go down. It's going to be a video for another day where I just knew this set had so much supply out there that we haven't even seen the bottom yet of Ultimate Masters. But Modern Horizons, though, it does look like we have found the bottom. It might continue to go down slightly, but Modern Horizons just has a ton of cards that actually do see play in Modern and has a lot of cards that are very popular in Commander. So it continues to be a pretty good buy at the 163. So 163 is my cost to get the box, and it shipping on these is a little more expensive than traditional booster boxes because, again, they have that kind of bulky packaging. I can actually break these down for you as well and either just ship the packs or actually open them up and just ship you the rares and uncommons. A lot of people just like that, to have their own video, do it for what we call profit or loss, or just opening up the product on camera. I don't know why people enjoy it so much, but hey, whatever. So I still think this is a great buy at 163. I don't know how long this price is going to last. There are a couple of distributors that are low or out of the Modern Horizons, but my two main distributors still have plenty in, and the one that I'm getting at this price still has plenty. So I'm liking this set, as I think it will age very well comparatively to the other sets around this time period. It still seems to be a pretty good buy. All right, then speaking of Core 2020, booster boxes are still pretty good. I think I do need to update that because this special has gone away. I can get them at this price if we do have enough commitment. Usually there's one distributor, if I do in the range of cases, like 4 or 5 cases worth of product, we can get it down to about this level. But just ordering a few boxes at a time, it's going to be slightly more expensive than this. So I do need to scratch this with a Core 20 booster box. At this price, at the regular 83 for a booster box, it's definitely better to go the bundle route than go the booster box route. Iconic Masters seems to still be good at the 175. It is the eBay price is really starting to go up for this particular box. It has a lot of Commander staples. It's got a lot of even modern staples that are very, very good in this set. We're starting to have uncommons like the Mishra's Bauble that are approaching back up to their pre-price that before it was reprinted. I mean, not as extravagant as what they were, but definitely they've doubled up since then. And that's pretty strong for an uncommon. So I'm liking the Iconic Masters booster box at 175. I do not know how long this is going to last. It surprised me that this Iconic Masters is still available at this price, because we did see Masters 25 not being able to be purchased at all from distributors anymore, and that has gone up quite substantially, the price of the booster boxes. And in my opinion, Iconic Masters is the better set out of the two. So we have Iconic Masters at 180 and Masters 25 at 25. But I mean, there's a lot of like really chase cards out of Masters 25 that it's basically, you crack them or bust. Iconic Masters more spread out, especially in the rare slot. There seems to be better rares in Iconic Masters than Masters 25. And they keep bouncing back and forth of which one is actually worth more. But again, Iconic Masters on par with Masters 25 gives you a good idea of the value that's included in the box. And again, at market price, you're right around that market price for Iconic Masters at 175 versus the 180 you're expected to pull. Last but not least is Throne of Eldraine bundles. I still like these as broken down as well. They have a unique purple dice in them. They also have the promo, and you also get the promo lands like the Core 2020. I still think this just adds enough value to the bundle. Occasionally, these bundles from yesteryears, like if you look at some of the bundles from the promos from going back to like Aether Revolt, do they even have bundles? I can't remember when they started them. I think they were uncommons, but those tend to be able to hold their value even long term. You think they wouldn't, but sometimes you'll get like a winner that actually does see EDH or does see Modern, and 2 years down the road that promo actually holds some value. And basically comparing the prices between Throne of Eldraine bundles at the 24, and if you break down the 36 packs from a booster box, they come out to be about the exact same price. And the difference is with the bundles, you get the freebies. And dice actually are something with legit value. If you look back at like Khans of Tarkir and Dragons of Tarkir dice, some of those go for like $10 on eBay, and they sell, is the surprising thing. We actually have a hard time keeping those particular dice in stock. We're talking about the kind of off-colored dice, or the translucent dice that came out at that time period. So the Throne of Eldraine having that purple dice and the Core 2020 having the gray dice that are unique to that set, who knows? Maybe they'll actually have hold a price tag down the road for people collecting them or just wanting those particular dice to kind of show off. So last but not least with the Pirates Plunder, the Collector's Editions, Brawl, and Commander are all rumored to be restocked. I got to strike this Collector's Edition. That was just a one-and-done thing. Unfortunately, I think these went to kind of the big spenders. I heard rumors that stores got a second wave of Collector's Edition, but it was only specific stores, most likely being premium stores. There's a lot of like drama going on with the WPN network with accusations that premium stores are getting like preferential treatment, and Wizards of the Coast is denying it. But then you check out their eBay and their online stores, and all of a sudden they mysteriously have 150 more collector's editions. I think this is exactly what happened. So none of my distributors allowed me to get any more collector's editions, so I need to strike this. But Brawl and Commander are rumored to be restocked mid-October to early November, and I'll have pricing up on these particular things. We'll be looking at gift packs probably around 30 to 32, and the Commander will be, I can't remember how much it's going for, but I don't think there'll be any difference in the Commander price. And those, of course, will be available. We have the Game Night 2.0 coming out later on, and I'm expecting that since the previous year had some low sales with Challenger decks, Game Nights, gift packs, Spellslinger kits from last year around, they might actually be going on some massive discounts. So I'll keep you updated on those particular products. Last time they had a discount, I think was the gift packs 2018s, the ones with the 4 core 2020 packs, and we were able to get it for like $6 per gift pack. So I mean, there's some steal of a deals when you can get booster packs for as cheap as like $1.50. I know Core 2019 isn't anything to really write home about, but it's still, you know, most booster packs will age well, better than that. Within a year or two, they'll bounce back in price. I don't expect them to be Dragon's Maze 2.0, for example. So anyway, that's kind of the things that I have going for. Just a little bit of a walkthrough here with how this kind of works. Again, I like posting this more on the Finance channel. Occasionally I'll post it on the Rogue Deck Builder channel of how this works. But we do use these different distributors or different perks with different distributors. And as soon as I can get an order that is worthwhile to actually order, we order it. So there is a bit of a turnaround if you are a patron from when I can order products and when you receive them. That's the biggest drawback for going on the Patreon. But this ends up being usually much cheaper than things like Massdrop or eBay, even with the coupons that you get. And I'll give a lot of 2 cents on other products that I think are good little buys as far as accessories are concerned, or if something goes on sale. So you also get access to the Discord. We have a lot of like-minded people in the MTG finance community. They're on the Discord, and then I'll tweet out my specs early there before they actually go to YouTube. So last but not least, we do have some videos available for profit or loss videos. The prices will be here. You can kind of look at these, and if these make sense, you're more than welcome to order these if you are a patron. So that's all I've got for this month for the Pirate Plunders picks. You can check back next month. I'm sure we'll have a nice update and a lot of discounted products. Yes, Magic was a good year for sales, but there definitely was some dud products that the distributors are going to need to be freeing up some space for, and usually they tend to blow them out. Oh, last but not least, I do have some Core 2020 pre-release packs available at $16 a piece. Of course, I probably would have put that up on my number one, but they were not available when I did this post on October 2nd. So do have Core 2020, Throne of Eldraine, and War of the Spark pre-release kits that are available. I think the prices are $16, $18, and $18 respectively. So head on over to the Patreon if this is something that you would find useful. Again, I am a one-man show here. Well, actually, two-man show, me and Zach. So bear with us through like the order time and the communication and stuff like that. Can be a little bit lagged because it is just a two-man show. Anyway, this has been Kevin with the Rogue Market. Thanks for watching.